Sean O'Malley is one of the biggest names within the UFC right now and has been top-notch prospect within the sport for years and years and years. But Sean O'Malley has had one problem his whole career. It's not in the cage, it's outside the cage. As regards the skill set inside the cage, you will go a long way to find a better fighter. He's bantamweight champion. He's got some of the best striking in the sport, if not the best for pound. He's racked up some serious wins as well. Peter Yan, Aljamain Sterling, Chito Vera, that fucking ass whooping he beat that guy up with. But Sean's got a big problem if he wants to reach this Conor level superstar that he just keeps going on about. Is that he has no on mic skills. And when I mean no on mic skills, I mean fucking none. This dude cannot pull a good line together. You look at the kind of, I think it was a seasonal kind of press conference the UFC did. About, not far off a year ago. It was Cheeto and Sean, Volk, Topuria, and then Strickland Drickus. That's what, like, Strickland chats is all his load of shit, you know what I mean? He's one of the profound people on the mic within the sport. And then there was O'Malley. This fucking guy literally was going after Ilia Topuria's shoe size, saying he's insecure about his shoe size. Bro, what the fuck is that? Listen, Sean O'Malley has the potential to be the biggest name in this sport, but he really, really lacks on mic skills. And for those people saying, look at, Pereira, look at Charles, they don't have on mic skills. They just do their talking in the cage. You're right. Neither of them got to that superstar level simply because they weren't as good on the mic. And now it's a bit different. They couldn't speak English. But Sean O'Malley is actually quite an embarrassment on the mic. I cringe when Sean O'Malley tries to talk shit. He just stutters over his words. He says shit lines that no one thinks are funny. And he just can't trash talk. Which is his biggest fucking problem because he's such a good fighter. And he has all the backing. Like, he has the look, the pink Lambo. And he's got Nelk behind him as well. He's like one of the fighters. I think he's the most pushed fighter by Nelk by far. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing podcasts with him. They're literally dropping, Sugar merch. That's a big fucking deal. But to get really global level, like, people were literally looking forward to, like, a McGregor press conference. No one gives a fuck about Sean O'Malley's press conferences because he can't talk shit. He can't talk shit. The UFC has a lack of stars in the sport at the moment, I feel. Big fucking names. And if O'Malley just picked up that mic and was going at Marab and shit like that, like, if you look at his podcast with Tim Welch, I really like both of these guys. Like, I do like, even though Sean is 6'9" tattooed on his shoulder, which is fucking stupid, I actually do like both of them. Tim Welch is a good dude too. Like, they just have, like, Tim is a bit better at trash talking, but Tim's a coach, like, do you know what I mean? But Sean just has no ability to really get underneath his opponent's skin and find out what works. Like, he never gets a massive crowd reaction. Like, bro, you're talking about shoe sizes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, do you know what I mean? What? What are you doing? You're literally just downplaying yourself there. He gets roasted by people, you know what I mean? Like, in the Peter Yan press conference, we all saw that as well, calling him a whore on the side of the road and like a clown. And Sean was like, he couldn't even string a sentence together. He's like, I'm just going to smash him. Do you know? And I feel like that's Sean's biggest downfall because he ticks every single box apart from being able to talk shit. And I mean every single box. Like, his striking is one of the most fluid in the sport. Like I said, he's got that Nelk background. He's got that YouTube channel as well, which is doing really good for himself. He's got that podcast. He's financially doing very well. He's got the pink hair. He has everything, bar the ability to talk shit. And if you can't entertain outside of the cage, that's only going to draw, I feel, a certain audience. You need to get people hyped for your press conferences and the shit you're going to say. And you need to make them laugh. Like, comedy will go a long way in pay-per-view sales. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like the UFC think O'Malley's a bigger star than he is. 100%. Like, I really wonder how many casuals are going to watch Sean O'Malley. Like casuals at like McGregor level casuals that only watch maybe once every 2 or 3 years. They watch one fight. Are you going to be that name that they watch? And I don't think Sean O'Malley is. Is he on his way? I've been saying that for ages now, and I don't know if he is, man. Like, I just think the way he's being pushed, like the way they pushed this guy, yeah. This video, Sean O'Malley knocks out Aljamain Sterling, was posted as soon as he KO'd Aljamain Sterling, like within I think the hour, and like they just shoving O'Malley down our throats, which I don't like. I get it because, like I said, they don't have a global name within the sport, but like, we need more from O'Malley. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, in cage performances is what's going to do you the best. Regardless if you're trash talking or doing this and that, you need to put the performances in. And he does. He does. Like, he's so good. But we need a bit more. If you want to get to this global level that O'Malley has been saying he's going to get to since fucking time. Like, he said in an interview, like, I'm going to be the next Conor by the end of this year. Bro, no one is ever going to be the next Conor. And there's people saying, oh, I should fight Ryan Garcia. Man, no one wants to see that fucking shit. Like, no one wants to see you fight Ryan Garcia. Not yet. Like, you've had one title defense. Do you know what I mean? I do believe Sean will stay around. Big performance needed in a few weeks against Merab. Big performance. Like, you go out there and Merab just keeps taking you down, keeps trying to take you down, and you lose like a 50-45. That big name you have is gone. The good and bad thing about O'Malley's star power is that he needs to keep winning, which is good and bad in ways, because if he keeps winning, he just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Fights get bigger, he can move up. Him versus Ilya is a massive fight. Him versus Max is a massive fight. But if he loses, and if he loses in a bad fashion, that is stock-ending career drop. Do you know what I mean? Because he's not that big of a name. Let's be fucking honest here, okay? Sean O'Malley is not that big of a name outside of the hardcore fan base. He's more known to the casual audience for sure, but how many of them are going to tune in to watch this guy? How many? Tell me. I genuinely don't know if your average Joe that used to stay up for when McGregor fights is saying, yeah, fuck yeah. O'Malley's at the weekend, he's fighting Merab. Fuck yeah. No. A, because Merab no one gives a fuck about. And B, they don't care about Sean. Everyone knows who Sean O'Malley is. But knowing who he is and buying his pay-per-view, two different worlds. And I feel like Sean O'Malley's got a problem. This dude is just, he can't talk shit. I'd honestly rather O'Malley just not say anything. Because you just embarrass yourself when you're on the mic. And that's just downplaying you even more. But I just want to talk about this before the Merab fight, because we're going to go into fight week now, and he's going to be talking on the press conference. He's just going to say stupid shit that no one cares about, and in the embed he's just going to say little corny shit that's just, he thinks is funny, but it's really not. And yeah, I just want to say, like, look out for this during fight week, because the UFC has a problem, but O'Malley has a problem. Cannot talk shit. The UFC hasn't got any superstar names. I think the level of interest in the UFC for fan base is never been as low. With Bilal Muhammad as champion, Pantoja as champion. Do you know what I mean? Like, the fan base is, like, the champions have never been kind of as boring. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them can't speak English. John Jones won't defend his belt against a rightful contender. Islam Makhachev rarely fights. He's not fighting this year. You know, he's fighting once a year. Pantoja, no one cares about. Bilal Muhammad, no one cares about. We need O'Malley. We need O'Malley as champ. You know what I mean? We need people like him, Taporia, you know? Tom as champ as well, because everyone just loves Tom Aspinall. So yeah, I just wanted to make this kind of video to say, I want to just say Sean O'Malley needs to improve this shit. And he needs to improve it quick, because you're at that level now where you could get so big with just a few viral clips. Okay? Just a few viral clips. But I'm going to be breaking down the Sean Brady versus Gilbert card tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to be doing a few videos on a Sphere next week. So, thanks for watching.